Why do some people break free and build extraordinary wealth, while others stay trapped, believing security is found in playing it safe? The answer isn't luck or intelligence. It's a mindset shift that separates those who shape their destiny from those who merely survive it. Today, we're breaking the fear loop, the cycle that keeps you locked in scarcity when the real risk is never daring to claim the life you want. The Cage of Safety. The story of Jason. Meet Jason. He's smart, hard-working, and like most people, he's been taught one thing his entire life: play it safe. So he does. He gets a good job, saves diligently, and avoids any decision that might seem reckless. But here's the problem. Jason's idea of safety isn't real. His paycheck isn't controlled by him. It's controlled by his employer, the economy, and forces beyond his grasp. Yet, because the discomfort is manageable, he stays put, mistaking familiarity for security. Then, one day, his company restructures. Overnight, Jason is jobless. The very thing he feared, uncertainty, finds him anyway. Now, he's not just jobless. He's desperate, scrambling to find another employer to grant him permission to make a living. The real risk: trusting systems over yourself. Here's the paradox. The risk Jason thought he was avoiding was actually the one he walked right into. He didn't eliminate uncertainty, he outsourced it to someone else. This is the trap most people fall into. They trust the illusion of stability over the power of their own choices. But the truth? Playing it safe is often the biggest gamble of all. The shift: becoming the source of your security. Now let's talk about Sarah. Unlike Jason, she saw the flaw in relying on others for her livelihood. She understood that real security doesn't come from a job. It comes from building something that can't be taken away overnight. Instead of waiting for permission, she started creating value. She built a skill set, tested business ideas, and took control of her financial future. Was it uncomfortable? Absolutely. But she knew that discomfort was temporary. Unlike the lifelong vulnerability of depending on a system that wasn't designed for her success. And while Jason was left hoping for another employer to say yes, Sarah had already said yes to herself. She was now in control. Breaking free: what you must do. If you want to escape the fear loop, here's what you need to do. Redefine risk. The biggest risk isn't failing. It's never trying. Risk is letting someone else decide your future. Create instead of consume. Instead of trading time for money, build something that works for you. Skills, assets, a business. Stop asking for permission. Nobody is going to grant you success. You take it by stepping into uncertainty and creating your own path. Learn to trust yourself. Systems fail. Employers replace you. But if you invest in yourself, you become the one thing you can always rely on. Final thought. Here's the bottom line. The people who thrive aren't necessarily the smartest or the luckiest. They're the ones who refuse to be caged by fear. Jason's story is common, but it doesn't have to be yours. You don't need permission to build your future. You just need to start. Because the greatest risk isn't taking a chance, it's never taking one at all.